I am so proud that the Toronto Real Estate Board has come out with their numbers, and they don't have the year in review yet, but they certainly do have snippets of the year and just putting things out. And if you guys remember, and you guys have been following us since January, February, March when things dropped, April, May, and we were talking about all the articles are talking about a crash and a this and a that, and I was saying no, it's not a crash. I'm like one of the only people saying no, and then one of the great leaders within the industry came out and did an article talking about doing what my wife just did, kind of disparaging realtors that are using traditional numbers, and I had to write him back, and we had a back and forth, which we didn't necessarily meet eye to eye. Well, it was all about the fact that we, this year, was while we were going through this really turbulent marketplace, we were still above last year. And so it was not a crash. And as a matter of fact, yes, it's not a good environment. It doesn't feel comfortable, but we're not in a crash. And so now, and remember, and you remember me, I am pretty sure, if you, we can go back and grab the snippet if you don't. But it was saying, well, when would it be a crash? I go, when we get into negative numbers.
So we weren't in a crash, so are we in a crash now?
I'll get into that in a second if you want. But yes, we officially are now in the crash as of January the 1st. And I'll explain to you what I mean there. Will it crash by the end of the year? Will we have had a year that crashed? Yes. And so, unless something turns around and I don't know, and they start, yeah. But if Tiff Macklem, because this guy single-handedly has our economy in his hands. So I don't, and he's flip-flopped like a fish all over the place, and he's the one that sets the monetary policy. So if he flips on a dime, the market will flip. I believe it. But and because of the indicators that are in the market, I believe the market will flip. So that nobody has control over other than him, and even he probably doesn't have control over because he's looking at other numbers that will determine that. If he hurls us into a recession, he's probably going to flip on a dime. Anyways, I said at that time we were not in a crash, and as a matter of fact, we are going to end up better than last year. And last year, and I'm talking, this is in 2022 and early in 2022, and the year before was the best year of the history of the Toronto Real Estate Board. So everybody sort of thought I was on crack. This guy with his articles is on crack, whatever this stuff. Toronto Real Estate Board, right now, I'm going to read this. The average selling price for 2022 was $1,189,850 for 2022. That's up 8.6% compared to 2021. Okay, which was 1,095,333. The growth was strong. The growth was based on a strong start to the year in terms of year-over-year price growth. The pace of growth moderated from the spring onwards in 2022. Basically, we just came off of a very turbulent year, where we had an 8.6% increase over last year, making 2022 the highest average priced in the history of our earth here, history of time here in the GTA. Okay, there has never been a higher priced year than last year, with all the turbulence and all of the down spiraling that happened. Our average price was up 8.6%. Now, when I say 8.6%, I don't say that lightly, because in any other time, an 8.6% increase is massive. That's a massive increase. Like we're typically looking generally over, throughout Canada 3%, the GTA 5. If you go into Toronto and you really pull it out 7, but 8.6 throughout the GTA is just massive, and that was our average price increase for last year. So go ahead.
Yeah, again, 8.6, but it was a lot. It was front loaded. Like what was it?
Of course it was.
30% from.
Yeah. It was definitely front loaded, but nonetheless, the point being is that I had said that we were going to have
back to the
an
important
increase. Yeah, I said we were going to have an increase. And thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And please let us know your thoughts in the comments, as well as any questions you may have. We're live most Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to tune in. If you're interested in learning more about real estate, click the link in the description to sign up, and we'll send you a series of educational videos all about real estate. Thank you again for watching, and remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you can stay up to date on all our future uploads.